Hi guys, it's Ben here from T-Rex Space Station. How's everyone doing? And this is an exciting video to do because I've bought a new system. I posted a video not so long ago saying how I wasn't really going to get anything new because I felt like there was still a lot of life left in my old consoles and I was still enjoying playing the Wii and all that stuff. But you guys know that I was thinking about getting a PS4. And I was playing a lot of my Wii and I thought, you know what, actually, things that I said in that video are right. I do think that you should keep consoles for a long time and you don't necessarily always have to jump on the bandwagon and get the next thing. But actually, I got my Xbox 360 about 6 years ago or so, and I got my Wii, must be going on for 9 years. I was 21 when I got it and I'm nearly 30 now. So actually, if you think about it, I've really given my systems a very good lifespan and I've played them to death and got the most out of them. So, I think it's not a big deal to actually, after 9 years with a system, which is as I was with the Wii, to go and get something new. And I guess I was kind of feeling like I was missing out more and more. I wanted to experience what the next generation graphics could be like, and there's some pretty big games coming out that were kind of taking my fancy. And so, I decided to do it. But I think the thing that really pushed me was I never want to buy things right at the beginning of the console's lifespan because I think that everything's really expensive. Not just the system, but the games themselves at the beginning of the lifespan. But it was that those deals that people were posting online that got me in a frenzy thinking, shit, I really need to buy one. There was this mysterious deal that went around where Argos and some other chains were selling PS4s with a load of games, the old models, 500GB ones, for 150 quid. And Steve Benway posted about it on Facebook, and after I saw his post, I was like, spent 3 days frantically Googling it and trying to find places that did it. I went to Argos, I went to Tesco. It was a strange deal. Those who were in the know may have managed to snap consoles up. I certainly didn't, and I think the stock just went like that. Like, people piled into the shops and bought all of the PS4s that were that price. So I missed out on that one. But it's still, that was the thing that got my interest. So after that, I kind of had my finger on the pulse and was looking out for deals when they were coming around. And so, I think the reason behind that crazy mad deal was that they were preparing the way for the new systems. So they've just released the PS4 Pro and the PS4 Slim. But I was thinking, with these new systems, there are probably going to be some deals coming out as well. And I found one online which I thought was really good. So yeah, got a PS4. I'm only going to show you the pad, I'm not going to show you the box because what's the point? I got a new model, which is the PS4 Slim, and after seeing what Steve Benway said about the size, I got the 1TB model for £240 with no games. I think £240 is actually really reasonable for a brand new system going into the next generation. I was prepared to pay that. I didn't feel like it was overly expensive. And I've got the bigger size, which is great. I guess the thing I was thinking about was, do I get a PC? Do I get a PS4? And if I was going to get a PC, for some reason I just had to get the one that was top of the range. I don't know why. And so it was like a toss-up between spending near enough £1,000 on a PC or getting a PlayStation 4. And to me, I think I made the decision that's better value for money. I don't really want to necessarily get into the console versus PC debate, but one of the things that you get with a console is the fact that 240 quid, a fraction, less than a quarter of what I would have spent on a PC, and really good value for money, and it can play games that look delicious. Yeah, fine, it may not be the equivalent of maxed out settings on a super duper PC, but hell, it can show next generation stuff and things look great. What I would say is that I still feel like the Xbox 360 looks damn good, and I think that the jump that you get with new systems now is narrower than it ever has been before. I suppose I describe the graphics now as being like the PS3 and Xbox 360 generation, with that extra level of polish. Like, there's new detail there, there's extra colours, there's more vibrancy and a greater draw distance, but it's not, say, as big a jump as we got going from PS2 to PS3 or Xbox to Xbox 360. And I guess we're now going to have smaller increments because that's the way that things go. We've got to this level of technological advancement and it's never going to be as big a jump. So how did I find getting used to the new system? I was actually really worried when I first started playing it, because the DualShock 4 pad, when I first picked it up, I thought this feels really cheap and crappy. I didn't like the feeling of it. And when I was playing a few games, I started noticing that my hands were cramping up really badly. And I was thinking, oh God, don't tell me that I'm not able to use the bloody pad. I started panicking that maybe there was something wrong with my hands and that I couldn't use the DualShock 4, and I'm thinking, God, I should have researched this before I picked the bloody thing up. I persevered, and after a week or two of playing, that cramping has gone and the pad feels more natural and not as bad. It doesn't feel as heavy or as high quality as the PS2 one, the DualShock 2, to me still, but I guess it's all right. It's not bad. The thing that took a lot of getting used to is the fact that you've got the evenly spaced analog sticks, whereas the 360 one it's not. And the problem is really that the 360 controller is probably, well, a lot of people would say it's the best video game controller we've had for a long time. It's just so ergonomic and very chunky, and it feels good quality. And so I guess it was always going to be a bit of an adjustment coming from the Xbox onto a new system. So that took a bit of time to get used to, but no, I'm getting there now, and I think it's absolutely fine. I'm happy with it. I can use it. There's some novel design features on the new pad, like this little track thing that you can use a cursor on or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Standard pad. Graphics wise, it's beautiful. I'll show you the games that I picked up. I kind of went for games. Who can guess what the first game was that I got? The first game that I got was Doom. This was the game that I needed to play, man. I'm a massive fan of Doom, and how could I have not played this game? So I went straight to CEX and bought it. And the good thing is the games aren't that expensive for the system now. It's been out for a while. You get second-hand games. They're not bad. 20 quid? Yeah, that's all right. I didn't mind paying that. It's a pretty good game. I'll talk about that in a different video, though. I'm not going to review these. I also picked up Fallout 4 because it was 12 quid. 12 quid for such a big game. Awesome. And this is another one that I really want to play, but I've got distracted. The game that I was most excited about playing was Skyrim, the remastered version. Yeah, it's basically now at the level that a good PC would be, but you know, I played the 360 version and loved it, and I've been completely addicted to Skyrim all over again. I've been spending hours on this bad boy, probably playing it 4 hours a day after I get back from work and getting addicted. I've chosen a different kind of character. Again, I'm not going to review it. We'll talk a bit about that maybe in another video. The other game that I just absolutely had to buy was No Man's Sky. This is one that I've anticipated so much, and it looks like it does so many things that are new and interesting. And I know it's a bit of a divisive game. Some people have said it doesn't live up to all the hype and it's not that good and don't pay full price for it. Fair enough, but I got it for 12 quid. Brilliant value. I know the game actually initially was on for like full price £50 and stuff, and that's definitely probably too much, but for 12 quid it's well worth a go. And I want to kind of find out how it is. I'm intrigued by the mechanics in that game and the world and all that stuff, and I think it's going to be really fun to get into. Skyrim is a great game to buy to show off the system's capabilities because the graphics look absolutely amazing. It's just basically mind-bogglingly good. And I think it's going to be a really good system. I know there's a lot of problems with updates and stuff, but I have just been leaving it in rest mode, and if you leave it in rest mode, that seems to do the trick. It downloads all the stuff when I'm at work and it plays straight away. It didn't take that long to set up either, so I guess it all comes down to whether you're happy to leave your computer in standby and use some electricity like that, and not very good for the environment, but it kind of seems to be works best for that kind of thing. Setting up some apps on there. The desktop isn't very well organised. It just all appears in a big row. It would be nice to have some folders and get around that, but I'm not sure if... maybe I'm just being dumb. Maybe there is a way to do that. So yeah, new system. Hopefully looking forward to doing some new videos of it. I'm really pleased with the purchase. I think it's a great system, and maybe take a little bit more time to get used to it, but I'm going to get down to recording some gameplay footage of it really soon. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the PS4, or are you still sticking tight with old generation consoles, or have you got an Xbox One? I don't know. Anyway, take care guys, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.